There's a quiet moment when you realize nothing excites you anymore. It doesn't happen during a breakdown or a crisis. It happens in the middle of an ordinary day, when you notice how empty everything feels. You wake up, go through your routine, and check things off your list. On paper, you're functioning just fine. But inside, there's no spark, no pull, no real sense of interest. You try to remember the last time you felt genuinely excited. Not pressured excitement, not temporary distraction, but real curiosity or joy. The answer feels uncomfortably far away. Stay till the end. This might change how you see your own journey. Not by forcing motivation back into you, but by helping you understand what this feeling is really trying to say. At first, you tell yourself it's just tiredness. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you've been busy. You assume excitement will return once life slows down a bit. But life doesn't slow down. Days keep moving, and the numbness stays. Even moments that should feel rewarding pass by without leaving anything behind. You start doing things out of habit rather than desire. Studying, working, scrolling, socializing, all on autopilot. It feels like you're present, but not really involved. You laugh when others laugh. You respond when people talk to you. Yet when you're alone again, there's a strange hollowness that follows you. This is when confusion sets in. You're not deeply sad, but you're not happy either. You're somewhere in between, and that space feels unsettling. You begin to question yourself. You wonder if something is wrong with you. Why can't you enjoy things the way you used to? People around you seem passionate about something. Their goals sound exciting, their plans sound meaningful. Watching them makes you feel even more disconnected. You try to push yourself to feel something again. You set new goals, change routines, or consume motivational content. But nothing really sticks. Instead of excitement, you feel pressure. Pressure to improve, to care more, to figure it out quickly. That pressure slowly turns excitement into obligation. There's an internal conflict growing inside you. One part wants to feel alive again. The other part is exhausted and just wants everything to stop demanding so much. You don't talk about this feeling often. It's hard to explain without sounding ungrateful or dramatic. So you keep it to yourself. When people ask how you're doing, you say you're fine. It's easier than explaining something you don't fully understand yourself. Silence becomes your default response. If this feels relatable, hit like or comment I relate. Not because it solves anything instantly, but because acknowledgement matters more than pretending everything is okay. When nothing excites you anymore, it's often a sign of emotional overload. You've been giving too much energy outward with very little coming back in. Over time, that imbalance dulls your ability to feel. Your life may be full, but it's not nourishing. Responsibilities, expectations, and constant stimulation fill your days. Yet none of it truly restores you. Your mind rarely rests. Even during breaks, you're consuming something. Content, conversations, comparisons, all competing for your attention. Overstimulation slowly numbs your emotional responses. When everything demands your attention, nothing feels special anymore. Excitement needs space to grow. You've also been living in survival mode, focusing on what needs to be done rather than what feels meaningful. Survival keeps you going, but it doesn't make you feel alive. Somewhere along the way, you stopped checking in with yourself. You stopped asking what you actually want or need. Life became about getting through the day. This numbness isn't laziness or lack of ambition. It's fatigue at a deeper level. A kind of tiredness that sleep alone doesn't fix. You might think the answer is to find a new passion, a new goal, career, or version of yourself. But numbness doesn't disappear by adding more pressure. Here's the turning point most people overlook. When nothing excites you anymore, it's not a sign that life is empty. It's a sign that you're disconnected from yourself. Excitement comes from presence, from being emotionally available to your own life. When you're constantly distracted or overwhelmed, that connection fades. Reconnect Iron doesn't start with motivation. It starts with slowing down, with giving yourself permission to feel without immediately fixing or escaping it. At first, what you feel might be uncomfortable. Boredom, sadness, or restlessness may surface. That doesn't mean you're going backward. Those feelings are signs that numbness is lifting. Your emotions are waking up again. Feeling something uncomfortable is better than feeling nothing at all. You don't need to force excitement back into your life. You need to create conditions where it can return naturally. Less noise, less comparison, less pressure. Start paying attention to small moments. Not to judge them, but to notice them. A quiet morning, a deep breath, a calm walk. Excitement doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it shows up as interest, curiosity, or a subtle sense of peace. Those feelings matter more than intensity. Your pace doesn't need to match anyone else's. Healing and reconnect iron take time. Rushing only pushes excitement further away. This phase of your life isn't meaningless. It's a pause between chapters. A space where old motivations fall away to make room for new ones. You're learning what doesn't fulfill you anymore. That awareness is painful, but it's also necessary. You can't build meaning without first noticing what feels empty. When you stop judging yourself for feeling this way, something shifts. Compassion creates space, and space allows emotions to breathe. Over time, you may notice small sparks returning. Not dramatic excitement, but genuine engagement. Moments where you feel present again. Those moments will grow if you protect them. If you stop overwhelming yourself. If you choose rest and honesty over constant productivity. Life doesn't suddenly become exciting all the time, but it becomes more real. And real life, even with its quiet moments, feels fuller than numbness. If nothing excites you anymore, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been carrying too much for too long, and your mind is asking for care. Let this be a reminder that numbness is temporary. Reconnect ion is possible. And you don't need to rush your way back to yourself. If this video helped you feel understood, please like it. Subscribe to Grow with Grace for more calm, honest reflections. And comment below what you've been feeling lately. Your voice matters here.